Hey ladies and chaps, it's Drake Winter for yet another podcast. But wait. What is this? Oh my. Prepare your souls for the one. The only. Feretta. Yes, we finally have a guest individual for once on this storm of a podcast so that you are not stuck listening to my sick voice. So sit back, and enjoy yourself. Cough cough. Oh, and by the way, I'm sick this week. Also, this is part 1.
Try it now.
Oh, there we go. Wow, that actually sounds way better.
Oh, yes.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay, something worked for once. That means, oh, look at that. Everything's recording just fine, too. This is great.
Excellent. So, all the failure has been recorded?
Yeah, everything is recording right now. That means, my headache is gone somewhat. Pardon for me being kind of sick. I sound like my nose is plugged and my being compressed underneath a dump truck right now, but that's just my life at the moment.
It sounds about normal.
Alrighty, thank you. Yeah, so I can't use my good mic today. I'm using my crappy little Turtle Beaches because, for some reason, my computer does not like my microphone. It's hating it today. It worked like I said, everything was working yesterday, but
It worked perfectly until you need it.
Yeah, I feel like that's the harmony of life there. Alrighty, well, I don't know how to start this thing except let me get my... Alright, I'm gonna run my little microphone off of... There it goes. Now it's recording on my desktop, so at least I have somewhat good quality besides using my Turtle Beaches. So, hey, how are you? Let's start this formally.
Sorry, what?
I said, I guess we'll start this formally. I can't even speak today. I said, hey, how are you?
Hello, I'm doing quite fine, thank you. Wait, you're not even going to introduce me or anything?
For the most part, I feel like everyone that listens to these things on my podcasts know who you are. Kind of got a general audience that they kind of stuck off that band. I don't know how to describe it. But hey, for anyone that doesn't know who this is listening to my podcast, this is Feretta. She is a online artist, you could say, does comics, stuff like that, makes videos, plays games, does your typical bits and bobs, stuff that people enjoy, I guess. Splendid, more talent in her left fingernail than probably Leo DiCaprio has his entire body. So, it's been fun.
Yeah, sounds about accurate. You do seem to be cutting out a little bit.
Oh man, that's not good.
Might also be, are you on push to talk or are you on voice trigger, so to speak?
I think I'm doing, okay, every time I speak the thing goes blue. I haven't used TeamSpeak since I was like 8 years old. So I think when I speak it's recording. I have no idea. You tell me. How does this work?
Probably want to set it to push to talk just so it doesn't cut out.
Alrighty, let's see. Let me get there. Learning everything step by step here. It's great. Push to talk.
It's a solid start.
Alright, look at that. If I hit the space bar, something happens and I speak.
Fantastical.
Alrighty, so... Okay. So, let's tell me a little about yourself. If you don't mind. That not everyone knows, you could say. Like, or just a general summary, you could say, of your fine self.
Oh boy, well that's a tricky one. Anything specific?
Well actually, if you want specifics, I got a list here of questions people have told me to ask you. Now, where the hell's my phone? Okay, there it is. Hold on, let me look at this. Alright, one of the big dying questions people want to know is how long have you been doing this for? And by that I mean the online art or just art in general.
Basically forever and a half. I suppose I started about... Actually drawing I started about like 15 years ago or something. The whole online thing, and actually actively drawing, is more 5-6 years.
So within 5-6 years, but 15 years since the day you could say you started. Well, that's good. It's quite a long, extensive time. So when would you say you started realizing that your talents were a little bit above the normal stick figures and you started to pursue something a little bit more?
You say that as if I've already realized it.
Oh, God. Put me under the bus here. I'm sorry.
No, I don't know, like, I've always just had an interest in it, and it's never really been about, talent or anything. It's just hard work and time.
Yeah, time. That's actually one of the other questions that people really, really want to know is how do you make time for all of this? That's like one of the biggest questions that everyone kept saying to ask was, how do you make time for everything that you do, from working on the comics to drawing to videos to working, all that fun jazz?
Well, actually, probably most people do know this, but what some people might not realize is I am a massive workaholic.
Oh gosh.
So, putting in 12 hours of work every day isn't really that big a deal for me.
Well, I must say I envy you. I had a hard time working 12 hours a day. That was not a fun experience.
Yeah, but to be fair, I have a lot of fun doing the art thing.
Oh yeah, there you go. You enjoy it. That's the spirit. Yeah, I used to do underground mining up in Alaska, and I'll tell you what, that job was not as fun as it sounds.
That doesn't sound fun, so...
Yeah, it isn't.
It sounds cold and dirty.
Yeah, you got the dirty part right. Once you get kind of used to the underground atmosphere, which is just rocks and water, it gets kind of boring, and everything wants to kill you underground, I feel like.
Well, Mama Nature doesn't like getting picked at. Also, I'm sure the crocodiles down there aren't very polite.
Yeah, about those. They hang out in the sumps. Not a good place for them.
I mean, down in the mines.
Yeah, sorry, I forget. So the word sumps. So when you go underground, they have these big puddles of water, and they call them sumps. It's where they just dump water, because let's make underground amusement park a water fiesta, why don't we?
Sounds like a good time.
Alright, another question that someone had was, is there any money involved with the things you do outside of work, like for the comic and the art and stuff like that?
Not a fucking dime.
Yeah! Doing this out of the pure love of your heart. Isn't that great?
Well, I mean, sometimes there is a little bit involved, but it's not really sustainable.
It's not worth the time. Oh,
so
yeah.
I just kind of do my thing without that.
Well, I think people need to send you more dimes then, so at least we can prove that statement wrong.
Nah, not really. Even when I, have a bit saved up and I'm ready to actually make a push to make this my profession, so to speak, then we can talk.
That would be a fun one. Alright, another weird question. So, this is actually my sister wanted to know this question, is when did you get into the anthropomorphic art style, or like furry as some of them know it, fandom?
I think we can generally blame Zero for a lot of it, but Zero is the boyfriend, by the way. Generally, though, I kind of grew up with Disney, so probably a lot there.
There you go, yeah, I can understand that.
I am of the age that I actually watched the Disney Robin Hood movie as a kid.
Oh my. Yeah, I was actually about to ask if that was the big influence, because that's like the first, what do they call it? Was that, I don't know, was that considered the first anthropomorphic movie that they made? They were walking, talking, singing, dancing.
Not really the first. It was the first, what you could consider furry, I suppose.
Oh my gosh.
But only because, they don't consider Mickey Mouse furry for some reason.
Yeah, because he's Mickey and he's, I don't know.
He's a cute mascot, and that doesn't count, right?
Yeah, you don't bat an eye at Mickey. Disney will hunt you down and rip your toenails off.
Let them try.
I don't know why that actually... No, never mind. Okay. Alright, well, another one that someone asked me, because this one was itching at their head, is the Tale of Tales. is that story like completely written out and done, like sitting on a piece of paper somewhere in your home?
God, no. I kind of make things up as I go along.
So new characters that just stumble in were just like, I had a dream of this last night. I'm throwing them in there because why the hell not?
No, I mean, characters do get planned well ahead of time. I think the one that had the shortest amount of planning was Shaw, actually. And she had a planning phase of like 4 months.
That's the shortest?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I don't think I've done anything for 4 months or thought about a particular item. I don't know. I have ADD. I have a hard time even thinking about things for more than 5 minutes without getting bored.
Oh, I mentalize a lot of shit.
Man. Gosh, well, that pretty much knocked out. Someone else is also wondering, are there any teasers that you could reveal for upcoming comics about Tale of Tales without, throwing everything out there?
Well, I do have one tip.
Go for it.
Keep an eye on the backgrounds.
Wait a tick. Now I have to go through and start. Oh.
No, not yet, but keep an eye on the backgrounds going forward.
Speaking of backgrounds,
At least until the end of the flashback.
Okay, alrighty. I'll tell you what though, going through, when I was making that little tiny dub thingy, going through the pictures and like pulling them apart and trying to imitate your art style for the background was harder than hell.
Well, it's a lot of practice.
Yeah, and I didn't even have my tablet because the driver decided to take a big old shit on me, and it doesn't want to do left-handed anymore. And every time I make pin to tablet, it just stops and freezes, so I had to use a mouse, so it really made everything difficult.
Oh, that's your own fault for being left-handed.
I know, tell me about it. Try buying things when you're left-handed, it's hard. Like, I could go to an instrument, like, let's say I want to go buy a guitar. They're like, hey, this is a right-handed Fender here, it's only $400. Oh, I'm left-handed. Oh, you can get this crappy little Fender over here for $900. Why? Because you're left-handed, because, everyone hates you.
Yep, pretty much. But on the other hand, you could buy a right-handed one and just flip it.
Yeah, I just decided to learn how to play right-handed because I was starting, and I was like, I won't know any different after a year. And what do you know?
Well, takes a bit of time, but everything can be learned.
Yeah, especially when you actually. Never mind. I'll try to stick it now. Okay, next question here. Oh, stop locking on my phone. Okay, what is the most awkward moment you've had in your life?
I really can't remember because I've probably blocked it out.
That's a good place to keep it there.
I've had a lot of them.
Oh gosh. Alrighty, well that's fun. So my friend decided to throw this one in there. It's he wants to know, when did you lose your virginity?
What do you mean?
He wants to know, I don't know, he just put it in the list, that's all I know.
If you want to be technical, I haven't.
Okay. Let's see. Another question then. Have you ever punched someone in the nose?
If you want me to elaborate on that, I can, but...
Okay, elaborate if you feel like it. I don't want to put you in any awkward zone here, so you can smack me or...
I did say fire at will, but... Essentially, I have toys, and that's about that.
Yay, Bad Dragon.
Oh, very much.
Speaking of Bad Dragon, so some people have actually listened to my podcast and found this one out. So over the Christmas time when I was in Ohio, I had a friend, and me and him used to love going on Bad Dragon and just kind of making fun of the stuff on there, because frankly, it's really fun to look at the stuff on there. And I told him if you bought me anything from there, I would use it in some way. So he ended up buying me the Bad Dragon cum lube. And I tell you what, I've had more fun with that, not in the ways that you'd think so. So every single day in the morning, whenever the guy I'd work with would wake up, I would put it all over the shower floor, and he'd get in there, and I'd be alarmed to hear him hit the wall and fall on the ground. And then, yeah, I'm surprised I didn't kill him.
Yeah, it's generally not a good idea, but on the other hand, they'd never find out, he just always slipped in the shower.
Yeah, so we used to cover everything in that stuff, like our pull-up bar, and we could see how many pull-ups we could do before you slipped off and hit yourself in the face with your own hands. It was some fun times. And I tell you what, that stuff tastes like soap. Don't eat it.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Good thing it's not made for eating.
I know. I had to read the instructions very clearly to find that one out. Too bad it's too late. Man.
Oh, well. I'm sure a taste didn't kill you at least.
Yeah, it didn't kill me. There's a lot worse things I've tasted within my life. But, okay.
Unless you're a zombie, in which case, I do have a gun somewhere.
Somewhere. Just gotta find it. It's
a soft airsoft gun, but still, it's pretty powerful.
Oh man, airsoft. That is like my pastime. I don't even talk about how much money I spend on that. Speaking of firearms. Okay, yeah. Okay, another one. You ever punch someone in the nose?
No, but not because I didn't want to.
What? Nothing wrong with a good old nose pop. You just snap them right in the nose, and they usually grab it and cry. But it's fun for everyone.
Yeah, I'm not really a violent person, in spite of everything I put out.
Oh my gosh, the truth comes out. Yeah, I've kind of noticed that there's sometimes some violence within your comics. Like people getting thrown off bridges, getting punched in the nose, accidentally almost killing your friend. Oh, jeez. Now I'm like wondering, am I gonna wait? I'm gonna be like 80 years old, waiting for the stuff to come out.
No, I hope to finish up book 1 within like 3 more years, probably.
Wait, book 1? Like there's gonna be more than one book?
I have 2 books planned.
Oh my gosh. Alright, so when you get book 1, are you gonna ever like print it off and get like a physical copy that I can put my delicate soft hands on?
That is actually the plan, yes. Once I finish book 1, I intend to probably run a Kickstarter in order to try to take the time off of work that I need to redraw the whole thing.
You probably can't hear it, but I'm throwing cash at my screen right now, and it's not working out very well. I got $21.
Alas, it doesn't transfer very well through the screen.
You think... Wait, if I stick in my disk drive, I think that might work. Hold on.
On the bright side, you do have several years to save up.
Okay, never mind. I'm going to close my disk drive then. Man, 2 books. I can't even... Gosh, dang. You are one dedicated individual, I must say. Yeah. We're going to have a very long strand here of a comic.
Yeah, I have a lot to tell.
A lot to tell. Man, jeez. I tell you what, I am very jealous. I wish I could do this crap. Give myself a Centeach, but kind of broke right now.
Oh, don't worry. So was I at some point.
See, now you're inspiring me. One day, I'm gonna tell everyone that. Like, one day I'm gonna be like Feretta, and they're like, who the hell's that? I'm like, a friend. And they'll just kind of like give that weird eye look back and forth. Alright.
Any further questions?
I gotta pick up my phone again because it fell on the floor because I'm very clumsy. Oh yeah. Okay, this question. Do you wish you had a dick because it seems like everyone else does? That was from someone on on the Discord channel.
I mean, I have 4 of them.
Oh. Speaking of that, like...
Generally, nah, I'm fine with what I've got.
Thank goodness, because I tell you what, it is a problem sometimes. Heaven forbid you're 12 years old and you're swimming in the pool and Jessica from high school swims by. It makes everything horrible.
Yeah, I do have the advantage there in that it doesn't show very well, especially not in water.
You can throw rocks at. You can just throw rocks at people. That works. But besides that, that is all the questions people had for me to ask you. I hope they'll be happy now. And everyone was all concerned, not asking about personal life things. So that's why most of these questions revolved around your daily things like that.
You bunch of fucking slackers.
Yeah, they're all scared. I have no idea. Here, I'll ask an awkward question. Okay, you ready? Here we go. How many times a day do you, let's see, use your little toys there?
Well, generally, like, at most once normally, but there are days where it's, 4, 5, 8.
8? 8? Holy crap! Wow, I hope that got awkward for everyone listening to this because, frankly, I like getting... Okay, most of the time my podcasts are usually, I say usually a lot, offensive or just on the weird end. So I like keeping things kind of on edgy.
Well, you know, hit me with your best shot, you know?
I don't know what to else to say. Like, I don't know if I'm scared or, like, I'm afraid you're going to come through my screen and hurt me. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you could trust that I'm not a violent person, or you could doubt that.
But we are on the internet, and there are IP addresses, and
I have ways.
I know that's what's scary to most people about anything online. That's why, like, I can't talk to anyone ever. You go online, you're like, hey, you want to talk? Like, no, you could find out where I live, and you could fly across the whole ocean and get to me.
That's just silly, though. I mean, even I managed to be quite public about everything. Yep, my exact address, obviously.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's good. Yeah, but, like, that's a genuine fear people have, I've noticed online, is that if you know who they were or where they lived, you would do something. Like, trying to send traditional art to someone, they're, like, super hesitant about receiving it.
Yeah, well, you know, you don't want to break the illusion.
The illusion of the imaginary world that we all live in. Isn't that a fun and dandy? That we all live in this fake world sometimes. But, you know, it's good to live in reality sometimes. Oh man, now I feel depressed.
Yeah, well, you want to talk about depression, it's, I basically grew up with computers, and they've essentially been my only friend for a very long time.
I just want you to know I hugged my desktop when you said that, just because it made me feel loved.
Obviously not anymore, but there was definitely a time.
Oh, now... Okay, so now I'm the only one that has only friends on the computer. That's great.
Oh, no, I mean, I don't have any local friends still. But I meant, like, the computer in general, not you guys.
Good old PCs.
Yes, Zero,
just a money
you're
thing.
still my friend.
Hey, Zero, how are you? Man, I really need to update my PC. I haven't, like... It hasn't been touched in 6 years, for crying out loud. I feel really bad now. It was the best when I got it, though!
Yeah, but there hasn't been much development, other than graphics cards.
My dick was biggest last year, well now this big dick is small compared to this year's. That's like PC gaming at its finest.
Well, it used to be that way, at least, but as I said, development's basically stopped.
Hey, but we've got this virtual reality, so we can break the thin walls of what we know as real and fake and make the anime hentai just that much more entertaining with the Oculus Rift.
Fuck the Oculus.
Surprisingly, I thought that was a fake thing that a kid made fun of in a video until I saw it at a YouTube video when they were at like Japan and they were at some demonstration thing, and it was pretty intense.
Well, I mean the Oculus in general, but yeah. Welcome to Japan, I guess.
Japan has the coolest things ever. I mean, they got like pillows that look like the lap of a woman, so you could rest your depressed, sad head on it and feel loved and feel, oh, fetch! I need to get myself one of those.
Well, why get a lap when you can get a whole doll?
Those are expensive. I have $21 to my name right now.
Well, you're only missing 1,300 and well, 79.
Did you look up the exact price for me?
No, but I know of a few.
Okay, thank goodness. I know if you go to Vegas, there's a store for it. I could like custom build. I could get like a blonde-haired one with a little tongue that I could put like water in so it's wet. Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah, but in Vegas you can fucking marry it too.
Yeah, that's only like 9 hours south from here. I'm in Nevada. I'm in the good old state where it's get married and divorced in the same day.
Good old America.
Yeah, land of the beer, depression, political disfrontlements, fighting, school shooting. Oh, frick. But I like it here. I really do.
I'm sure it has its moments like everything else. Hey, you have a big clown as a president.
Hey, I like my Cheeto as a president. Yeah, I know. Shoot, what was I gonna say? Totally forgot. Hey, what's your favorite movie? This is my question. I know it's not awkward, but what's a good movie?
That's a tricky one because there are a lot of good movies.
Treasure Planet.
Probably. Well, I mean, I like Treasure Planet, but I think probably my favorite of late is Kung Fu Panda, probably.
Which one? 1, 2, or 3?
Well, I liked all of them.
Really? I like the little animated shorts that they had with each movie. Like the third one's great.
Yeah, that too. I suppose the first one was the better one, though.
I like it. In my opinion, I love the first one. I love the second one more. The third one, I don't know. DreamWorks has an act for making their third movies the same plot line.
Yeah, well, you know.
That and I have
It's
an
like
obsession with
Disney makes the
tigers.
same face on everything.
Yeah, my sad obsession of tigers makes me watch those movies each time. But that's a different story.
If you want to talk about worst movies,
Go for it.
fucking Frozen.
So I have this friend that watched that movie every single damn day in high school.
It is so bad, though.
Yeah, I personally hated that movie. So my sisters drug me and my father to go see that movie. And I was like, I don't want to see Frozen. And they're like, but there's only like 3 songs in it. And I was like, all right. So sat down. First song came on. I'm like, all right, that's 1. And I'm like, I'm counting with my fingers, showing it to them. I'm like, that's 2. And then the third one comes up like, that's 3. We're done, right? And it was like 15 minutes in the movie. And I was like, oh no, it's gonna be one of these movies.
Yep, it's a bunch of terrible songs strung together by a threadbare plot. And in the end...
But it was a completely woman plotline. There was no males that rescued them. It was completely original.
Yes, and in the end, the fucking salvation of everything is love.
It is, don't you know? I mean, like, it's like in the fur world. You don't know them, you bang them. Yeah, you got something wrong, you bang them. Frick, hey.
That's not love. That's sex.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, excuse me, ma'am. I would like to try on this pair of shoes. She's like, yeah, step in back with me, and I'll show you those shoes.
She'll show you them around your neck.
Yeah, probably. And people are into that, getting their neck and the whole.
Yeah, what are we talking about? Frozen or Interstellar? Both.
You know, I'm trying to. Oh, so I just have to kind of like go off on this movie because I really, really enjoyed it. Have you seen Hardcore Henry?
I have not, but it looked fun.
Oh my gosh. I went into that movie, because I haven't seen movies in 2 years because of where I was at. And I finally got home and I was going to watch it, and I finally did. And I went into that movie, watching it like it was going to be bad, and it was kind of dumb when I started watching it, but then towards the end I was like, this is the coolest movie I think I've ever seen. I don't want to spoil anything, but it's seriously, the last fight sequence in it is the most rewarding scene I've ever seen in a movie.
Well, I'll have to keep in mind to try it.
I don't know if I'd want to watch it in 3D though, because I'd probably get nauseous from all the running and stuff.
That is actually an advantage of the Vive. You never have to rely on a sort of broken 3D glasses thing with your monitors. You just put the fucking Vive on.
I just got my cracked little Oculus DK2. It's got a low frame rate and it makes me sick.
Well, that's your own fault for being way too early.
Hey, that's all. I was so excited to get that thing in the mail. I was crazy excited, but then I left, and then it sat here and did nothing. And then I got to test out all the. Okay, when I was in Ohio, I tried out the Vive, the Oculus, the PlayStation VR, and I got to try that flying simulation that the Vive had, and that was fun.
I think the only problem I have with the Vive at the moment is it's basically balancing a brick on your face.
Yeah, the PlayStation, I say, had the best advantage with distributing the weight, because it more felt like you're wearing a baseball cap than it all sitting on your face. But yet again, it is the PlayStation.
Yeah, well, on the bright side, they are coming up with a new strap for it.
Ooh, good strap. Make it more intense. Yeah, that was a... So, okay, another movie I haven't seen. Have you seen Deadpool, Feretta?
Yes, I have.
Is it good? I haven't seen it yet. I don't have the money to buy it.
I enjoyed it.
I mean, I'm really excited to go see Logan this Friday. That's where this $21 is going.
Well, good priorities. Let's hope it's better than the previous Wolverine movie.
Whoa, okay, are we talking about X-Men Origins, or are we talking just the Wolverine, where it took place in Japan?
No, we're talking about the actual Wolverine origins.
Where he was like, hey, look, it's Deadpool. We sewed his mouth shut because that's what people like, right? And then everyone's like, what?
No, actually, believe it or not, this movie was worse.
Which one are we talking?
Wolverine Origins.
I thought that's the one. But I'm confused. I haven't seen X-Men since. Oh man.
No, not X-Men Origins. Wolverine.
Okay. I was off there. I'm sorry. I will have to go.
Just one Origins movie?
I wasn't sure. Like I said, I haven't seen movies in 2 years, but I will look into that, and I will come back to you on my opinion of it as well.
It's garbage.
Yippee. Is it one of those movies that's just more fun to get friends with and just dub it over? Because that's what me and my friends do with crappy movies.
You might have fun with that, but it's just the worst.
Yeah, when I was...
It's almost as bad as Frozen.
Almost, alright. When I was with a bunch of my friends, we used to watch church videos from... I'll just drop it. Why not? So I was a Mormon missionary for 2 years, and when I was on my mission, we only could watch church videos. And we used to just dub over all the videos because they were so stupid.
Jesus loves me, this I know.
Yeah, that's the big bomb that most people don't know about me, that I've kind of kept in the shadows, but why the heck not?
To each their own, you know?
Yeah, you'd be amazed on how many people actually would shut you down because you're Mormon. I've actually talked to people about commissions, and they found out my religious point of views, and they no longer wanted to have me do art for them, which was kind of a bummer because I was down $30 on that.
Well, I mean, if you pay them, they are still committed to actually doing it. Or paying you back, otherwise they're stealing.
No, I was doing the commissions for them. Like, I was making the art for them.
Well, fuck them then.
Yeah, I know. This happened like right before our mission too. This guy was like, he was gonna have me draw his like little tiger thingy. Yeah, I was on fire for some reason and wearing a Speedo, which was weird. But yeah, and then he was like, all right, this and that. And then I told him I had to get it done and I wasn't gonna be able to do another one because I was going on my mission soon. And he's like, wait, you're Mormon? And I was like, yeah. And then he was like, oh, forget about it then. And I was like, you're not kidding. I mean, you're joking, right? And then he never replied to me again.
Oh well.
Oh gosh, AVG's bothering me, saying my trial's expired. Now I'm gonna get viruses.
Oh no.
I'm gonna have to actually pay for it.
There you go.
Yeah, that's the part I don't understand. Maybe it's the tune-up thing that's out. I don't know. I haven't updated anything on my computer.
Key components, so whatever.
Yeah, everything on my PC is still out of date because I haven't really updated it since I've been home because our internet's like not even a megabyte a second, so it's kind of bad. It was like, oh, you want to update Battlefield 4? That's going to take 9 years. And I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
Oh, we'll do that for the next mission.
Yes. Yeah, it's luckily I'm not doing any more missions. I don't have to do any more of that. My little 2 years in Ohio was hell enough for me. I had some black chick that tried to molest me. That was pretty fun.
And what?
Yeah, she was like, oh, you guys are the Bible study people? And I was like, yeah. And then she's like, come here. So I took off my helmet, and she's like, damn, you sexy. And then she's like, come here. And then she gave, like, the guy I was with her phone, and she's like, take a photo. And then she, like, grabbed me and started grinding me. And I got really scared because I didn't want any of this. So I was freaking out. What do I do?
Sounds interesting.
I had nightmares every night from that. Please help me. I need medical attention.
Don't worry, we have salvation porn coming.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank you.
I say that, but we're actually done with the porn for a while.
No. Oh man, so I just, what am I have to do? Actually, like read plot lines now? Gosh.
Yep. You have to
This is-
tolerate all the plots.
This is like better late than ever. Now I have to expect to actually read bubbles of dialogue and just read it.
No, it's never going to be that bad.
That comic every time. I read it over for like the second time I think last week, and I just couldn't stop laughing.
It's quite ridiculous.
Like, my favorite line in the entire comic, still to this day, it was like, oh yeah, it's just my latest invention. My pussy juice got in the water, and it made everyone crazy. And there's a bunch of other things I just don't remember at the moment.
What's funny is, like, on one hand, Jin earned so much fucking money on that, though.
Yeah, well, the whole thing's that someone paid for that whole thing to be made.
Yes, all of that was a commission. It was, what, 300 pages?
Yeah, it was like 300 and something. Because, like, I contacted him because he's like, oh, I sell all my pages for my artwork. And I was like, dude, I want, like, the cover art from that. And then he's like, oh, it all belongs to the owner. And I was like, what do you mean the owner? And he's like, oh yeah, that guy paid. So I cranked out his numbers. He charged like $140 per page of a comic. And even then, if he like made him a good deal, they still paid a lot of money for that to be made.
I estimate they probably paid $100 per page.
So like, someone didn't get their fill of Kung Fu Panda after the third movie ended.
Yeah, and that someone is a very bad writer.
Hey, but it's okay. The plot made sense. Wait, no, it didn't.
Now I have to actually ponder how to make these fucking legs work.
Yeah, that was
Seem to have a thing where I can't really draw and talk at the same time.
multitasking is hard at its finest. I try multitasking, but then sometimes I end up poking myself in the eye, and then I just fall over on the ground, and I usually end up crying for the next 5 hours.
Yeah, best not to.
Well, good news. Everything is still recording. I'm really amazed with that. I thought they all would have just like gone to shit by now and just completely stopped.
Oh, good. Didn't
Yeah.
crash at least.
Yeah, nothing crashed, which is the first on my computer. It's still running Windows 7 at its finest. I almost have the whole terabyte's almost full. I don't know where it all went.
Probably into recording podcasts and doing video editing.
Yeah, actually, so I didn't start doing podcasts until I was on my mission, but the video editing itself, let me see how much memory I have in it. Oh gosh, it keeps going up. Hold on. It's surpassing 150 gigs right now. 372 gigs worth of file editing stuff. And I
that's not
deleted
bad.
most of it. So I'm pretty impressed with that. That's only like, I don't know how much is in there.
Now, since this wasn't asked, I could reveal how big the comic is as a whole.
Yes, I will ask that. Hey, how big is the comic as a whole?
Well, give me a moment to look up the files.
Yeah, look at that.
Alright, so just this chapter alone so far is 2.09 gigabytes.
Wow.
That's
Just your
28 pages.
little dub thing I did that was only 1 minute long. Took me 603 megabytes worth of files. I didn't expect it to be that big. I don't know where it all went. What the heck?
Now let's see where the rest of that is.
Wow, what a blast. Can't wait till part 2 coming out next week. So in the meantime, listen to some other stuff I made or go tweet about some endangered bird named Steven. Until next time. I am Drake Winter. Love and kisses. Zog Sok So.